It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Washington football team.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
First carry for Corey Clement. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
What we got? Hey, Smash. Go 58 to the money. Strip that ball. Strip that ball. 58 to money.
They run out of the gun with Clement. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Here's a toss play right to Clement. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do. And what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate him and really say thanks because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
And a Washington first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Haskins will throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10
at their 38. He'll look to throw right away. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pick.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A good position to be in here, second and inches.
A run, it's Clement. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. And that's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
On first down, Hurts.
Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. They'll run here with Clement. Tackle made by Chase Young.
The ball carrier.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Hey, 50 the mic, 50 the mic.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down.
Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
That's good.
8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a first and 10 at the 11.
Mike's 50. Hey, keep it 60.
They go back to the ground, this time Clement. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now second and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Quick throw complete.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
John Hightower.
His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and get it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Haskins. And he slings one that's incomplete. Kelvin Harmon, the man he was looking for. Third down here.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins.
He'll air this out deep.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete.
Kelvin Harmon, his second touchdown on the season.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As we know, they had the chance last week, Charles, to lock up the division. Couldn't do it. Now it all comes down to the final week of the season. But once again, they control their destiny.
And that's a good thing. But I wonder about mindset, because you mentioned they had a chance to lock it up last week, didn't. Are they bringing extra pressure to themselves now? Even though they control their own destiny with a win, now because they didn't get it done before, will they be even tighter as they approach this game?
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. That takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
2nd down.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Haskins pass. Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Clement. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
With the score tied 7-7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You got nothing. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. I'm coming after you.
They go play action with Hurts. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Check Mike. Check Mike.
This is Clement. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Let's go, D. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
I'm going to run you over. Shit.
Throwing is Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, and now it'll be 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th down and goal.
Field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Eagles 14, Washington 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Third down. Here's Haskins. And he'll find Hall. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
First down, Washington.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Taken down at the
on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 41, Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And he's got this down to the 35.
Gibson.
10 more there and another 1st down.
Down at the 35.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Haskins. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Complete to number 84.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 3rd down, Haskins Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your number one path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there. First down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
65. 27, Mike. 27, Mike. 27.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Open man here is Scott, complete.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Eagles.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to first.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw here. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Rookie Jalen Reagor, the intended target that time. And now it's 2nd down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that's caught inside the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
1, 2, 3.
For Washington.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
And they'll try a jet sweep. It's Rager. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Now Edwards-Helaire. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Perkins. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
36. Shit.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. On the carry, this is Scott. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Darren Lee there to get him down.
48-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second down, here's Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch it work, watch it tape, watch him learn, can't relate. Watch it skirt out the mud, out the dirt, above the
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's
is going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone, possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now a give right side. It's Gibson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw, Haskins. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He was brought down there by Will Parks.
A gain of 5.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Second down at 5. A run here for J.D. McKissick. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Ball carrier.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line.
Gain of
15 yards the pickup. 1st down, Washington. On 1st down, Gibson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Ball carrier.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. brings up 2nd and 7 at the Eagles' 18-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
17-yard line.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
4th down.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 Washington. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Charles, this one, not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the RPO, that's complete right side. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. John Hightower. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Eagles 24, Washington 20.
Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Haskins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check. Check hot, bro. Hot.
Edwards-Helaire on the counter. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Here we go. 50, Mike 50. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Scott. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
Man, nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a 1st down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Washington on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
No. Back to 60.
On 1st down, Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Matthew Ioannidis racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Scott. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line.
Ball carrier.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv.
Go, go, go. 47 the mic, boy, 47. Check, 47.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away.
Returning here is Wright. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Play action. Haskins. He'll buy some time right. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds just past midfield.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. They'll look to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down.
Incomplete.
He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Throwing now is Haskins. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 30. First down Washington. Haskins finding McLaurin.
Martin, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They go play action now. Haskins. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And he is all the way up past the 25. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
On first down, it's Scott. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
5-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Intercepted.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. On play action, Haskins. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Haskins to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete. It's now fourth down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
First down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They go play action with Haskins. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
Pass. Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Eagles, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew